Hi, this is Richard Lynch. You're watching ilovelimerick.com, and today I've come to Glor in Ennis for the launch of the Limerick and Clare Education and Training Board's Youth Work Plan 2023 to 2026. How important is this Youth Work Plan to the Midwest, to Limerick and Clare?
It's very important in terms of setting a pathway for us for the next 4 years in supporting and developing youth work through our volunteers and through the various youth clubs. But between different organisations and entities in the region, we support over 300 of them throughout this region through funding and obviously through organisation as well. So this youth work plan uses a direction and a framework in which we will work to support them over the next 4 years.
How do you think it's going to change young people's lives?
I think again, youth work really does change with the times, because young people, they have different needs at different moments in time, and I think the youth work plan is just really going to aid programmes and projects that are already in place. These things are already in place, but it's just expanding them, making sure that more young people have access, and there isn't a targeted group of people that can go to youth work. It can be from anyone, from any walk of life, and they can benefit from it just the same.
It changed your life, youth work, because you were involved in youth work when you were younger and you were given that safe space, weren't you?
Yeah, so when I was 14 I started attending a youth service, and it was the first place that I went that I saw peers that were similar to me, and I felt included and I felt safe.
We're speaking about safe spaces outside of school in formal settings. What kind of scenarios are we speaking about?
We're speaking about a number of youth clubs, of community-based organisations, of volunteer-led youth provision, and a wide range of other spaces where young people, where they're friendly, where they're accepted, where they can be themselves and where they can meet their friends.
Like youth clubs, community centres, sports halls?
Absolutely. They're exactly the places that people like to, especially young people, like to meet and gather.
I know we're in a changing landscape. It's 2023. Speak to me about the importance of diversity and inclusion in formulating the youth work plan.
A very important element of it, obviously, because we have to reflect, obviously, what are the becoming the norms in society as well, and we have to support youth in terms of the diversity that's there, but also in terms of the challenges they face, and in setting out to in life. I suppose what we're doing is we're enhancing the work in the schools, we're enhancing the work in the different programs that many of these young people are in, but also we're kind of giving them skills, giving them specific skills to deal with life and to deal with the challenges they face through issues related to diversity. As I said earlier, issues related to social media and the use of social media and all of the problems that arise there as well. So it's developing a skill set with them, soft skills really, in terms of life and how to cope with life and how to cope with the challenges of today.
It gives everyone a voice, particularly people that may fall through the mainstream cracks of society. The youth centre is somewhere anybody can go and everyone is treated fairly, and that's one thing that really stuck with me from my placement with the Clare Youth Service, was that a young person from a marginalised group in society, or what would be considered marginalised, said to me on one of her first days her favourite thing about going there was that she was treated the exact same as everybody else.
We all just want to be included.
I think inclusivity is one of the pinnacles of any sort of youth work or community-based programme. I think for me personally, I'm part of the LGBTQI plus community, and having safe, inclusive places for young people to go to it's the priority. It's for anyone that comes from a marginalised community, if they're from the travelling community, if they're from a racial minority or an ethnic minority, whatever community they're coming from, this needs to be a safe and inclusive space for everyone involved. I think it should be one of the cornerstones of any sort of plan.
How important is it that we give young people a voice so they can be heard?
It is critically important that we give young people a voice so they can be heard. And part of our youth work plan is to offer an opportunity for young people to have a voice, to make their own decisions, and to be part of community-based youth work and have their voice heard in that space.
It just gives a platform and a voice to people. And I think young people are the future, they're the future generation, they're the future politics and the future nurses and doctors and everything that is going to shape our world, so I think it's giving this opportunity to them young is fundamental, in making a good, safe, happy world for everybody.
So youth work changes lives?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like it's a complete, I think people underestimate how fragile, but how delicate young people are and how much support they need and how much support they deserve.
We love youth work! See you soon! We put our hands together for our Youth Work Plan 23 to 26. Thank you so much. Thank you.